Hey guys, it's your boy Bromo Sapien. How you doing today? So we are just looking at the latest from the Xbox unfortunate drama, the fallout from the appointment of Asha Sharma, CEO of Xbox. Here we are. Here we have Phil Spencer on the left, Asha Sharma on the right, facing their hundreds, their myriads of employees. And this is probably on day one, right? Or day two. I mean, this is way at the beginning. It's an older picture. And if these folks were about to know what was about to happen to them, I mean, really half of them will be gone by the year end. And this guy is wearing this guy's wearing a butcher outfit. Is this foreshadowing? Like, is he the butcher? Is he gonna help with the cutting? You know? All right. So this just harkens back to her recent letter to the folks at Xbox. Just to recap, they're cutting, right? They're cutting a lot. They're cutting 3,600, I think it was, employees from Xbox, and she's reshaping the business. So just major gutting. Some of the dev studios are being spun out as independent dev studios, which could be a good thing. And she's really focusing on accountability because there was too much bureaucracy. 14 layers, folks, 14 layers of management. And so she is cutting, slashing, burning, and rebuilding Xbox. Let's see what some of the devs have to say because id Software. id Software is a dev company from maybe the late 80s, but certainly the early 90s. And they really revolutionized 3D gaming, right? The FPS genre, deathmatch. So some of their early games were Commander Keen, and they moved into 3D, including Doom, Doom 2, Quake 1, Quake 2, Quake 3, Quake Arena, and a lot of games then spun off from that. They served as the pioneers of 3D gaming back in the 90s. So yeah, kudos to them. Unfortunately, its software got acquired by ZeniMax, and then from there, Microsoft acquired Bethesda and ZeniMax, and here we are today. We've got all of these unfortunate changes that are happening, and id Software did experience some layoffs. I think I remember reading 100 devs were laid off from id Software, something like that, or 100 employees. So here we have John Romero, one of the classics, one of the guys, not one of the early people. Well, he's one of the early people, but not one of the originals, right? From id Software. And a pretty outspoken 3D modeler for Quake. I don't think he was around for Doom, but I don't remember. He then spun off his own companies and has not had that much success with game development since. But I mean, how could you possibly compete with the history and the nostalgia of Doom and Quake? He did have some good things to say though on his Twitter feed. He addresses what happened at id Software. I'm so sorry for everyone at id Software affected by these layoffs. I know what it feels like to leave id while id goes on. It's a strange and painful thing to step away from a place that holds so much of your work, friendships, and history. The people at id have done a great job moving that legacy forward. Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein are not easy names to carry on, especially in today's industry. The last few games showed real care, skill, and respect for what those worlds mean to people. That's nice to say. I don't know about the real care, skill, and respect. I mean, the latest Doom was okay, but I don't know what games he's actually referring to be honest. A note on digital preservation. This is a key insight. I really like this paragraph with his post. A note on digital preservation. Its history is critically important to the history of games. I've preserved its complete early history from our start at Softdisk through to August 6, 1996, including materials and assets that, as far as I know, it itself no longer has. I hope someone is doing the same for the company's ongoing legacy, the work, code, assets, stories, and the people behind them. Did John Romero just admit to theft, corporate theft? No, serious. That's good. That's a good insight. And documenting a company like id Software, I think it's important because it's so historical and such a monumental company to what it's done for gaming and how it's revolutionized gaming. So I think that's a really key point that he brings up. So kudos to John Romero. I'm thinking of everyone at id today and everyone else affected by yesterday's layoffs. Romero Games was there a year ago. I know how devastating it is, and my heart's with all of you. So a nice heartfelt statement from John Romero. Got quite a few replies there in the comments. Kudos to him. Kind of sad to see what's going on here with id Software. That development company has gone through a lot, and it is such a big name. Hopefully, she can turn this Xbox division around and turn it into the strong gaming company it used to be. So kudos to John Romero, and let's see what happens to Xbox. That's all I have for you. Hope you're having a great day.